that we are made in the image of God, we have that spiritual side of us which must be fed, which must be cultivated. Otherwise we die. We take care of our ordinary body, our physical body, we feed it and we put the clothes on it and we take care of it. How about our spiritual side? I say ye are gods, every one of us. Every one of you made in his image. What do we do about that? That's the law which necessitates above all other things that we follow the one great Guru and be his disciples right today now. Because we must take care of not only our physical side, but our spiritual side. We are animals, so to speak, human beings, but we are also gods. We must take care of that side. And so discipleship today is an absolute necessity. And if you do not follow it, you will die. You will die to eternal consciousness. You will die to the presence of God within you. You may be alive in waking consciousness, but really you are dead, because true life is in the eternal consciousness of God. That's true discipleship. Realize that. Realize how necessary it is today, as in all time, to know the one great Guru. Make him dynamic to your consciousness. Realize your first and greatest necessity is to know him and to be friendly with him. And if you have him, you have all things. And therefore, discipleship today, under the influence of the channel or the Guru, must give you one thing: God contact. As I spoke a few minutes ago about the universality of religion, which is above dogma and creed. And that universality of religion is the presence of God within each and every one of us. And it can be contacted by everybody, irrespective of race or creed. That's what we must have. Discipleship today means that God contact is absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary. And unless you can take God with you in every action, unless you feel the necessity of feeling God with you in all your dealings with people, in all your business dealings, in your sadness and in your joy, unless you feel him with you, you have not God contact. You better change yourself or change your religion or do something and know God. God contact is absolutely necessary for discipleship today. And that's why the channel of self-realization, the channel of our beloved Master, is so necessary, because it gives you the ways and the means for God contact. It gives you the techniques even whereby you can contact the one great Guru, the author of universe upon universe, God himself right within you, as his great word, the great cosmic sound of Om, of which I have spoken, the great eternal cosmic light, which, when you merge in it, loses, as the Master says, its grossness on the coming of the one eternal love of God. Now these things are real, and these are the necessary things of discipleship today. You must have God contact and the true channel of God. If you follow that channel, will give you, without question of a doubt, contact with God, friendship with him. If you have contact with God. Realize this: if you have contact with God, his presence in you as the Word, the great cosmic sound, the great eternal light from which all things have come. And when that light becomes warm and dynamic and active to your consciousness, then you know God. And so if you can get that contact, then by association, the laws of association which are known, the laws of environment, when you mix with a thing, you become like it. And so if you have God contact, then through those laws, you gradually become that yourself. and the barriers of delusion are removed, and the separateness which exists between you and the one great Guru is taken away, and then you realize that God himself is none other than your own consciousness and the consciousness of every one of your brothers and sisters and all things that have ever been or will be. That's what the great Guru is. True discipleship today means that you must know him, you must have the contact, and finally merge in him. Discipleship today must follow the straight course to God. In the many orthodox religions, the course is not straight. It's taken up with outward things instead of going straight to God. Now we have this quoted to us right in our scriptures. In St. John, the 1st chapter, the 23rd verse, listen. He said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord, as said the prophet Isaiah. Who knows the straight way to God? Only one who knows God. Only that channel who knows the omniscience of God knows the straight way. And he can give you that straight way. What is the voice of the straight way? This is very important in our own scriptures. What is the voice of the straight way to God? The holy vibration, the cosmic sound of Om, the Word of God. Now a true Guru, a true one who knows God, knows that cosmic sound, and if you follow his instructions and his techniques and his meditations, you too will contact that voice, and that's the straight way back to God. Because God is that Word. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. That's the straight way to God. And any channel that gives you the contact with that holy vibration, that Word, that takes